जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा धन्यवाद प्रणाम all glories to Krishna Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. As always, Haribol for bringing all the bhakti into the bhajan. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Krishna's mercy. Thank you.
Okay, Harini Mataji, you want to try?
Yeah, yes. Anglachanam. Prabhuji, can you put the screenshot okay,
Yeah, I did.
got it, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandar Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Agnana Timirandasya Nanajana Shalakaya Rakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manopistam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Yutapada Kada Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaganam Lalita Sri Visaka Vitam Cha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपीसा गोपिका कंठा राधा कंठा नमस्तुते तप्त कंचना गौरंगी राधा वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुतदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे बैक टू प्रभु हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Hare Krishna, Harini Mataji, very nice. Haribol.
थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी
Okay. So, devotees, we are on chapter 14, the material, three modes of the material nature. Very practical. Every verse we can relate to our day-to-day activities. From morning we wake up and then our everyday chores begin. And if we can, by reading this chapter 14 especially, we can relate all our activities, whether it falls under one of the three modes. Our goal is to actually transcend, cross over the three modes of material nature. Goodness, the mode of goodness is good. Sattva is very good. But our goal is to even go beyond. Sattva is good because we will get some, good benefit out of it. Pious things will happen to us. But still we are caught in this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Our ultimate goal is to transcend, right? So Krishna is saying that whoever is the mode of goodness, they will go to when they leave their body, they will go to the higher planets. Then those who have led their life in the mode of passion, they have done according to the Shastra only, but they have a lot of passion in their activity throughout their life. So those kind of entities, there is a good possibility they may again take birth in this material manifestation. We don't know. It all depends on the overall karma. Karma is a very complex subject matter. But based on whatever we are learning from the Shastras and Krishna's instruction, there is an outcome that you may have to again come back to this material manifestation. Now, the third category is very, very dangerous, which is the mode of ignorance, tamasic, tamoguna. Tamoguna, the result is very, very bad. Either we'll come back as one of the, out of the 8.4 million species, we may appear in the lower planets, hellish planets. So we don't know. We may not even get this human form. So we got to make best use of this human form. One time, devotees were discussing, and Srila Prabhupada, one devotee asked, Srila Prabhupada, you have given us this wonderful instruction, Krishna consciousness. What will happen if you are not able to complete the journey in this lifetime? Will you come back? Srila Prabhupada looked at him for some time and he said that, no, you should complete the journey in this lifetime. Don't ever think of, don't make me come back. This is what he said. Don't make me come back. Very powerful statement. Because what are we going to do? Even if we get another human form, what different are we going to do than what we have right now? We have everything. We are living in a very, materially, in a very comfort place, Tampa, some new Tampa. Some people have 4 bedrooms, some have 5 bedrooms. And our Subal Prabhu is helping everybody to have 4 garage, car, big backyard, lot of gardening, landscape, everything is there. So, but what are you going to do different next time? There is a chance we might fall. And then we may have to go back to, take another several births, not even human form. Do we want that? Or take Srila Prabhupada's instruction, complete the journey this time. Right now, we have everything. We have Srila Prabhupada's all instruction. We have when to wake up, how to wake up, what do we do after waking up, what is our morning chores, how do we conduct our material activities, how do we conduct our any spare time. So Krishna has been telling in the past few verses that the person, especially in this verse 14-19, is going to talk about how the person who understands the 3 modes of nature, how he can become perfect. When he understands that this is the nature element of this material world, like a prison, you cannot go to a prison, become a prisoner there and say that, no, I have to go out. Every day I need to take a evening walk, moonlight walk. The jailer would not allow you to do that. We don't have an opportunity. Similarly, here also, in this material platform, it's considered as a prison. We think we are very free. We call ourselves, the country of freedom, and the freedom of right, the freedom of religion, freedom of voice, freedom of independence, everything we talk about it. But Srila Prabhupada always used to ask this question, what is the real freedom? Real freedom is when you again transcend Janma Mrityu Jara. If you can conquer that, that is the actual freedom. So are we able to do that? Krishna is going to talk about that in this day's devotees. So devotees, who can read this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I can try, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, devotees. Dandat all Krishna Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram yada srishtanupachyati gunebhyascha param vetti madbhavam sodhigacchati. Thank you. I can try, Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhu.
Nannam gunebhyo kartaram yada drashtanupachyati gunebhyascha param vetti madbhavam sodhigacchati. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण आई लाइक टू रीड
Please.
दंडवत प्रणाम सभी के चरणों में हरे कृष्ण
Hare
नान्यं गुणेभ्य कर्तारं यदा दुष्टानुपश्यन्ति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेति मद्भावसोऽधिगच्छन्ति हरे कृष्ण
Haribol. Very nice. So devotees, as we normally do, one of the devotees can read the synonym and translation, then another devotee can read the purport, and then we all can discuss and see how we can move forward. Not just with the verses, how can we move forward spiritually? Every verse we have to take, Krishna is talking to us personally. And Srila Prabhupada is like writing a personal letter to all of us. All this purport, dear devotees, please consider this is not just English translation. This is a personal letter from Srila Prabhupada to each one of us. He's saying, read this, I'm writing a letter to you. So we should take this very, very important. When we get those days, nowadays nobody cares about letter. We don't get letter, all junk mails only we get. We get emails. Emails also nobody reads nowadays. It's all junk. Text, maybe, if our mind is, if we pay some attention, we read text message. The material world is changing so fast, alarmingly, what used to happen 40, 50 years ago. It doesn't make any sense now. So slowly we can see Kali Yuga is taking effect in a very, very significant way. So we have to consider that these are all very powerful instructions from Krishna. And then from Srila Prabhupada to us, Krishna is giving the verses, but Srila Prabhupada is very nicely translating this and giving a purport for each. Now, sometimes this purport may not directly related to this verse. Doesn't matter. Because Srila Prabhupada, as a very concerned father, is always giving the gist of what is called the body language. What is the intention of Krishna? That is what is more important. Translation, anybody can do it, right? But what is the exact intention of Krishna? Why is he saying this verse? That is what Srila Prabhupada is giving to us. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So devotees, one of us, why not we read synonym and translation? I see Nandini Mataji is also here. Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Mother Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Who can read, devotees?
If you want, I can read.
Oh, please, Mataji. Oh, that will be a blessing.
Na, no, anyam, other, gunebhya, then the qualities, kartaram, performer, yada, when, drishta, a seer, anupashyati, sees properly, gunebhya, to the modes of nature, cha and param, transcendental, vetti knows, madbhavam, to my spiritual nature, sa he, adhigachati is promoted. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace and synonyms. By His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When one properly sees that all activities, no other performer is at work, then these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord, who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature.
He knows
Hare
Raji
Krishna.
Mataji, do you want
Lord
to
who is
read or do you
translated
want to mute?
He attained my spiritual nature.
Hare Krishna. Devotees, who can read the purport?
Can I read, Prabhuji? Hare
Is it
Krishna.
Shalini Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna and Pranam out to Srila Prabhupada. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. One can transcend all the activities of the modes of material nature simply by understanding them properly, by learning from the proper souls. The real spiritual master is Krishna, and he is imparting the spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. Similarly, it is from those who are fully in Krishna consciousness that one has to learn the science of activities in terms of the modes of nature. Otherwise, one's life will be misdirected. By the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, a living entity can know of his spiritual position, his material body, his senses, how he is entrapped, and how he is under the spell of the material modes of nature. He is helpless, being in the grip of these modes, but when he can see his real position, then he can attain to the transcendental platform, having the scope for spiritual life. Actually, the living entity is not the performer of different activities. He's forced to act because he's situated in a particular type of body, conducted by some particular mode of material nature. Unless one has the help of a spiritual authority, he cannot understand in what position he's actually situated. With the association of a bona fide spiritual master, he can see his real position, and by such an understanding, he can become fixed in full Krishna consciousness. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of the material modes of nature. It has already been stated in the 7th chapter that one who surrenders to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. For one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material nature gradually ceases. Hare Krishna. I think, Prabhuji, from what I'm understanding here is basically Prabhupada is saying that a spiritual master is the one who can truly really guide us to see what our situation is. We know and we've always read about the 3 modes of material nature, but I think to me it's making more sense now. And spiritual master is the one who can really help us decipher at where we truly landed, and maybe sometimes we even switch during the day. In the morning we are in Sattva-guna, and then as the day progresses, we go toward passion, in the mode of passion, and then later on we go to bed, it's tamasic. So I think what Prabhupada is trying to emphasize really is the importance of a spiritual master in helping us get out of this material world. By ourselves, it's hard to break the bond, because we are not really, we think we are the doers, but really it's the 3 modes of material nature at work. And because of the type of body that we are in, we are trapped and we are forced to act in a certain way, and that binds us again to the material nature. But when we can see that we are the observer, we are not the doer, and that Krishna is ultimately like controlling everything, then we can transcend these 3 modes of material nature and be in Shuddha Sattva. And that's how we can escape this material world. I think I understood this much, Prabhuji. If you can expand more. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, very well said. Well explained, Mataji. You have given a very nice explanation of the purport. The gist of the purport translation is that the person who really understands that all this work that is happening we are not the controller, number one. We are not the doer also. Then somebody might do something wrong. They may say, hey, I didn't do it. We'll discuss that separately. But the person in a self-realization path, the person has to understand all this are happening according to an energy created by the Paramatma Krishna. So once if you know that you are not the controller, you are not the doer, then Krishna says, if you know that this is happening because of all the nature of this material world, he will attain his spiritual, Krishna's spiritual. He will be able to understand that. Even practically devotees, think about this. Let's say we have to travel from here to, let's not even take something long distance. Let's say we have to go to Orlando. Can we go just by ourselves? It's almost impossible, I would say. Let's say we even walk. We are dependent on so many external factors, material factors, right? So we understand that if you really look, either we need a car. Who really provided the car? How was the car manufactured? Everything is coming from Krishna only. All the ingredients Krishna has provided. So what is our input in that? Maybe we paid some money. Very, very meager if you look at the overall thing. It is almost like an example would be a person who is flying in a plane. How much control you have? You have no control at all. But one thing you can do, given in that journey, you can be seated in your seat. Don't create any nuisance to others. Follow the guidelines as given. They always, before they take off, they give you a lot of guidance. Do this, don't do this. Follow those do's and don'ts. Be a good passenger and have faith on the pilot, and you will be dropped at the destination. That is what a good passenger would do. But nowadays, we are not doing that. We are thinking that we are the pilot of the plane. That's the main problem. We are thinking I am the controller, I am the boss, I am the lord of all the activities I am doing. So Krishna is saying here is that, and of course, Srila Prabhupada is adding about the spiritual master. How do you get even to understand this? Only through spiritual master and with the help of our Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. We are able to understand that, yes, we would not understand just by reading this verse, but by the explanation given by Srila Prabhupada, that spiritual master can make this happen very efficient. He can make us transcendent through the three modes of nature. And our job, we have very limited control. If you really look at it, can I become taller right now? I cannot. Can I live forever? Is there any guarantee I will live for next day? Nobody knows. No guarantee at all. Is there any guarantee I'll be able to perform tomorrow morning? Honestly, there is really no guarantee at all. Our body is built up with such a complex mechanism. If our brain has got, I'm not a science person, but I have read that it has got like 1 billion neurons. If a couple of them, 2 out of 1 billion doesn't work properly, our mind all goes, all imbalance and everything. So many 30 trillion cells inside our body. Few cells doesn't work properly, that's it, gone. We are not able to function. So who controls all these things? So we understand digestion. When we honor the food, prasadam. Prasadam is Krishna's prasadam. With that mood, if you eat, everything will be good. But if you're going to consume normal food, what is the guarantee it will digest? And honestly, today's world, 2 main problems for the material world is sleeping. They cannot sleep properly. They can get bed. Most people have the resource to buy good, nice bed and mattress and pillow. But who gives the sleep? And most people have a good resource to buy good food. but they are not able to eat. Oh, I got this cholesterol, I got diabetes. It doesn't know. It happens. Who controls all those things? That's what we have to go back to Srila Prabhupada's message. We should consider ourselves free only when we are free out of Janmam Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. There's no guarantee. Tomorrow, our food may not be digested within our body. So Krishna is saying here very nicely, the person who sees that everything is according to the material nature and done by him, okay, then he will attain Krishna's supreme abode, the spiritual platform. More thoughts? Nandini Mataji, please guide us. We would like to hear from you.
Very nicely explained. I don't have anything to add. Thank you.
Can I share something, Prabhuji?
Please, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I'm actually in Naimisharanya right now. And yesterday I went to the Vishnu Chakra, the Tirth Chakra. It's where Lord Vishnu's chakra landed, and a pool was formed of water is formed over there, and it's a sacred place where people go to bathe, and it's supposed to heal any, if people have any problems, health issues, skin diseases, all of that is supposed to go away by bathing in there. And then there's tarpan that you can do for your ancestors as well. So I went there yesterday, and there was before I went there, actually, I had heard that some kids over there, they tend to swim by you, and then if you have like little silver anklets or something, they may take it away. And so yesterday when I went there, I saw that a man was um, you know, from the bottom of that place, he was picking up pebbles, and my mind at first thought when I saw this was like maybe they slipped something in and now they're trying to find that. But it wasn't. It wasn't a pure thought, because I was thinking it must have been you know like what they had said, not like his own thing, but maybe they got something from someone. And so when I was walking by, that guy, he picked up those pebbles, whatever he found at the bottom, and he threw it towards me. I don't know who saved me or whatever, but I placed my, I just closed my eyes and the pebbles didn't go into my eyes. And I had when I was crossing by for the second round, again I had to pass by that same man. He was still doing the same, pick up pebbles from there. And then a thought came to my mind that I am under Krishna's Sharnagat. I'm his Sharnagat. So if he wants me to get hurt, I will get hurt. It doesn't matter. Just don't fight it. And as soon as I had
I think Mataji's internet is not good, probably.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
You're mildly cutting off. We couldn't hear the last few moments, but please continue, Mataji, if you are able to speak.
Yes, Prabhuji. So the second time that I went, around that same guy, I had that thought that, I'm Krishna's Sharnagat. And so if he wants me to get hurt, I will get hurt no matter what. There's no point in fighting. So I didn't try to dodge that guy or just walk out of the water or anything. I just passed him by. And I noticed he didn't throw that, thing at me directly, as hard. It was just as if he's just putting it next to himself. And so then I thought this is what really truly this means, three modes of material nature, and the transcending of that. I don't know if I truly got that, or it's just my belief, but I saw that like real time where like just your thought can can change what the reaction from the other person is. Just thought I'd share with you all. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. So you are in Naimisharanya?
Yes, Prabhuji, you told me about it last time when you went, no?
Right.
So
Haribol. Haribol. So you went to the Tirtha Chakra, right?
Tirtha Chakra, yes, Prabhuji.
Tirtha Chakra. Okay.
Tirtha Chakra.
And you took a dip in the water. Is it what it is?
Yes, Prabhuji. I took a dip in the water.
Yeah. This
So
is all. Honestly, these are all. You have to have 100% faith on Krishna, but at the same time, we have to use our intelligence also. Krishna has given us the intelligence. So, in any kind of an untoward situation, we have to use both. We have to use our bhakti. Krishna, please, protect me from this whatever unfavorable situation. But at the same time, we have to also use the intelligence also given by Krishna only. It's not an outside tool. It's all from Krishna. So we have to seek Krishna's mercy and to make a good decision. Bhagavad Gita is also about making good decisions. Right? So anyhow, you are safe and you are good, right now?
yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And
definitely.
you will visit all that Sukha, Gaddi and everything, right?
I haven't been to many places, Prabhuji. So far, I've been to Tirtha Chakra and then Lalita Sakhi's temple.
Yes.
And there was one other pond. I forgot the name of Gomati River. I went to, and there's one other pond where you just give, go for darshan.
Right.
Do you have any other recommendation?
No, definitely. You have to visit all those the peat where Vedavyas spoke, where Sutta Goswami spoke. There are separate places for that. It may be like a small temple sort of thing, very small, nothing fancy. But any local person or even I don't know, if you have a driver, you can also find out. Yeah, please visit all those places where they spoke.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sukha Goswami, Vedavyas Peeth. There is a temple also for Vedavyas. Visit all those things.
I'll definitely go there, Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, Naimisharan is a very sacred place. Even now, Acharya says that is the only place where Kali Yuga has not entered. That's what they say, but Kali Yuga has entered everywhere, as we can see. But it is still believed that Naimisharan is the only place Kali Yuga has not entered so far. Meaning it has got so much spiritual background of all the Shastras being spoken from there.
Yes, definitely, Prabhuji. After here, I'll be in Vrindavan. So I will try to attend most of the classes, but I may skip some here and there while I'm traveling.
Absolutely. Haribol to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know to come here.
Haribol. Yeah, no. It's a very auspicious place. You already visited 2 of them. Please look for, as I said, Vedavyas, Sutta Goswami, Sukha Goswami. They have separate small temple. But you will really enjoy it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, devotees, what is more? How can we transcend? Any personal experience? How can we? Sairam Prabhuji, how can we understand that everything is done under some material arrangement and we have to be completely become like an observer, like almost like a witness. Very difficult. Because all the gross elements and the subtle element, the 24 element, we read that in previous chapter, they come and attack us all the time. Mind, intelligence, intellect, all the, earth, fire, water, everything, they come and they keep on, we are because interacting with that constantly 24/7. Devotees, any more thoughts, please share. Asha Mataji, you want to say something?
And no. Today I'm right now in the Indian grocery store, so I try to be listen. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, in life, so many things, but not everything can possibly happen. We think that it is our actions which are actually resulting what we are getting, but I believe it is not something you are doing. It is already, prefabricated by the Lord. What to happen next? You should not take anything onto you that is happened because of you, but that's how it is written, and that is why it is happened. Take that way, and that is one way to the Lord, in my opinion.
Yeah. But at the same time, we cannot do certain adharmic, anarthas, unethical, illegal things and say that I'm not doing this, I'm doing this out of sheer pressure from the material nature. That we cannot do. What Krishna is saying here, that's why we need a spiritual master to explain it. This cannot be taken as an excuse. Oh, Krishna is saying, hey, everything is being controlled by you are not the doer. It's a very complex statement. If I'm not the doer, everybody in the jail now will say, I didn't do it.
No, Prabhuji. I mean to say, anything what you do, it is expected that you do with following dharma. Not anything, anything in the sense, like you said, not like unethical things, but I am saying anything, you truly believe in and you follow the dharma and you do it, and yet even things not happen as you wish, but that's not you who is deciding, So you should never.
Right. Somehow we are missing some audio today. But Subal Prabhu, any thoughts, comments, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, as you rightly mentioned, Lord Krishna says, do your duty. And, even the two fingers represent that we have to do our endeavors and then depend on Krishna. So even in this material world, there are so many things that happen. As Sairam Prabhu said, we have to take it as Krishna's mercy, but we have to use our intelligence, as you mentioned, because that intelligence is also given by Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're not going to consider Krishna as the ultimate controller, you will be bound by the karmic reaction. That's why we want to transcend, right? Otherwise, we'll be bound by the karmic thing. If you do very unethical, very unwanted things in our life, adharmic things, we'll be born as even animals. We will be born, or we'll be born in the, as Krishna explained in the past few verses, may take birth in the lower platform, hellish planets. So we don't want that. So this is good for devotees, that we fully surrender, that we are completely dependent on Krishna. We are not independent, but I will act according to the dharma which is given by Krishna. The world has to do karma. Nobody can live without doing their karma, but only few understand that karma has to be done based on dharma. That is what is Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, everybody is working. Everybody is doing some activity. Each has got his own way of understanding life, what is right and what is wrong. Right? But the person here, Krishna says, the person who transcends all those things and understand that he is the Supreme Lord and how under his arrangement we are functioning, if we can understand that and work, when we take Krishna as our ultimate goal, whatever we do will be all only good, better than good. which is Krishna consciousness. If you really have faith in Krishna, we will not do anything that is not wanted for Krishna. As Sanatan Goswami said, Anukulasya Sankalpa, Anukulasya Sankalpa, Pratikulasya Varjanam. Do only thing that is favorable to Krishna. Don't do anything that is not in line with Krishna consciousness. Then everything will be good. Everything you will follow by that. You would have followed all the legality of the material world. You would have followed all the ethical guidelines of the Shastras. Everything will be good. Then we are ready to meet with Krishna if we are perfect. Okay, and also let's remember Srila Prabhupada's statement. Let's not make Srila Prabhupada come back. We have to successfully, as members of Srila Prabhupada's family, we have to successfully complete this journey in this lifetime. Don't postpone it. So many people ask this question, what about next time? Can I come as a better, pious person, more inclined towards bhakti and so on? Why? Do it now. We don't know what will be next time, what condition it would be. Okay, devotees, any more thoughts? Bipul Prabhu, Baldev Sir Prabhu, I know our Vasant Prabhu is driving.
Nice discussion, Prabhuji. Thank you. No more questions. No comments.
Otherwise, we can go to 1420. That is also very much aligned, related to 19. They both should be read together. So why not we read this? Nandini Mataji, please guide us. Please guide
Prabhu,
us.
Please, your guidance is great, Prabhu. Thank you.
Devotees, who can read? We need 3 devotees to read 1420.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Shall I try, Prabhuji?
Definitely, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Gunan etan atityatrin dehi deha samudbhavan jnanamrutya jara dukkar vimukto mrutam asnute. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Devotees, this is Janma, okay? Not Jnana.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkha. Okay, 2 more devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I can try, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Okay, 1420. Gunanetan atityatrin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkhay vimukto mritamashnute. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very good. 1 more devotees.
I can try, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Gunanetan atityatrin dehi deha samudbhavam janma mrityu jara dukkhe vimukto amritam ashnute. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Devotees, who can read synonym and translation? Harini Mataji, why don't you read?
80%.
Prabhuji, I'm having my dinner. Can
Okay, very
somebody
good.
read it?
Okay. Then do Shravanam, no problem. Okay, who
I
wants
could
to
try,
read?
Prabhuji, if you want.
Okay.
If there's any other person who wants to read, please go ahead, because I've read once. But if no one is available, I can.
No, please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, Prabhuji. Synonyms: Guna, qualities; Etan, all these; Aditya, transcending; Trin, 3; Dehi, the embodied; Deha, the body; Samad Bhuvan, produced of; Janma, of birth; Mrityu, death; Jara, and old age; Dukkheha, the distresses; Vimukta, being freed from; Amritam, nectar; Asnute, he enjoys. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When the embodied being is able to transcend these 3 modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distress, and can enjoy nectar even in this life.
Very nice. So devotees, Krishna is saying, like we were discussing just now, don't think about next time. He's saying you can enjoy nectar even in this life. We can get to the spiritual nature in this life. We don't have to postpone it. Okay, devotees, who can read the purport?
I can continue if you like, Prabhuji.
Okay.
If anybody else is available, please go ahead.
Let us see, who is Rajji's iPhone? Mataji or Prabhuji? Hare Krishna. Okay. You can read Mataji. Go ahead, Shalini Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji. Purport. How one can stay in the transcendental position even in this body in full Krishna consciousness is explained in this verse. The Sanskrit word Devi means embodied. Although one is within this material body, by his advancement in spiritual knowledge, he can be free from the influence of the modes of nature. He can enjoy the happiness of spiritual life even in this body, because after leaving this body, he's certainly going to the spiritual sky. But even in this body, he can enjoy spiritual happiness. In other words, devotional service in Krishna consciousness is a sign of liberation from material entanglement, and this will be explained in the 18th chapter. When one is freed from the influence of the modes of material nature, he enters into devotional service. Hare Krishna. I think essentially what Prabhupada is saying over here is that devotional service is really the key to transcend the three modes of material nature. And once you do that, then you don't have to wait till after death to enjoy a blissful spiritual life. We can have a blissful spiritual life even in this body. But the key really is devotional service. And I think it's not directly mentioned here, but it's kind of like subtle or like indirectly. It means that like you get that opportunity for devotional service when you're ready to, or you're when it's not that, like, if I want, I can just get that service. It's when I think, when Krishna thinks we are ready, then he gives that opportunity to offer devotional service. Hare Krishna. I think I understood this much, Prabhuji. If you can add more.
No, right, Mataji. I believe this is what you are saying, that when you liberate, this is the sign of liberation, is when you get liberated from material entanglement. Automatically you become spiritual, because that is we are spiritual entities. We are not material entity with some element of spiritual. We are spiritual entity with, quite a bit of material elements. But our original nature is spiritual. Always, Satchit Ananda, always blissful, always satisfied, always knowledgeable. And we are eternal. So we have nothing to worry. There was nothing called yesterday, tomorrow. See, in the material world, most of the problem is about yesterday. Most of us are thinking about what happened yesterday. And that brings us a lot of depression. Oh, I could have done this, I missed it. And then we also think about tomorrow. And that brings us a lot of anxiety and stress. How am I going to do it? Shall I do A, B, C? A lot of things going on in your mind all the time. But spiritual life, Krishna consciousness path is now, because it's eternal. There is nothing called past or future. It's an eternal mode all the time with Krishna and serving Krishna. That is the perfect blissful state that is our original nature. Until and unless we find that, we are fish out of water. We'll be always hankering for something in this material world, all the time. There will be never fulfillment, never. We can get money, we can get a lot of power, we can become maybe stronger, we can look beautiful, but ultimately will not have the true happiness, long lasting, unless we find Krishna. Because Krishna is the owner of Satchitananda. So it only logically makes sense. If you want that kind of an eternal peace and happiness, we have to surrender to Krishna. Krishna himself says, right? Sarva dharman parityajya. He says that is the best way. Krishna has given all instruction, well explained instruction. Now the question is that, shall we follow it? And Srila Prabhupada has given all the nice step by step how we can do that. Any more thoughts, comment, devotees? Okay, if not, I thought I will just recap what we read today. Can somebody read this, devotees?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Please.
Seeing the three modes as the doer, real knowledge means seeing beyond the modes. Transcendence comes through devotional service. Practical science, equanimity, freedom from envy, steadiness of mind, reduced material desires, attachment to Krishna consciousness. 5. Goal to see Krishna in everything and everywhere. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, devotees, number 4 is very important. And this is very practical also. What are the signs? The person who is spiritual, if he's still attached with a lot of material things, he cannot be spiritual. They are two parallel lines. You cannot really, if you're going material and also partially spiritual, it is all going to be hodgepodge. In the end, you will just be born with karma. You will get some either elevated little bit, or maybe you can take a downfall. But intelligent people will take this very seriously. Srila Prabhupada always used to say that you have to take, this is not a hobby, this is not an option. Krishna consciousness, we cannot keep as 1 out of 11 option. I have my family. Okay, family is also good. We all have to do our commitments and our karma. We have to do that, but with Krishna consciousness. But we cannot keep Krishna consciousness as just one of the options of my so many activities. I still want to earn a lot of money. I still want to earn a lot of name, fame. I want to be the best. I want to excel in sport. Everything you do. Like this, you got so much of attachment, so many worldly things. You cannot progress in spiritual path. It's not possible. So to do that, we have to attach more and more to Krishna, because attachment is a basic quality of material nature. You have to be attached to something. So ultimately, the question is that, am I going to be attached to Krishna, or am I going to be attached to material sense gratification? That is the goal. The goal is to see that I want to do like our Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. They could have been materially very, very successful. Srila Prabhupada was an entrepreneur, businessman. He could have easily become a very, very successful person materially. Many of the Guru Maharaj, they had very good education. They did not take up Krishna consciousness because they didn't have anything else to do. They had everything to do in their life. But they realized this is the only way they can be happy and they can be self-realized. There is no other way. That is how they gave so much importance to that. Some of them, they just left whatever they were doing and they joined Srila Prabhupada within 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. They become the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. They took sannyasa, everything, and no looking back. No looking back. These are all living live examples, right? They're all in front of us. So many Maharaj in ISKCON. Right now, they may be about maybe 150, 200 Srila Prabhupada's disciples actively following this path. And they're not looking back. They're not saying, you know what, maybe I missed something. let me go get back into material world. No, they're so amazingly, they're blissful. They want more and more. If you look at it right now, many of the Maharaj may be in Mayapur. They all meet before Gaur Purnima. So they are all in a very blissful state. Actually, yesterday I saw a video, some of us might have also seen, that Jayapataka Swami was chanting. And did anyone of you see that, devotees? That there
I
were
did not see
tears,
Prabhuji.
that there were tears from the Panchatattva Murtis. Now, the material angle would be, oh, this can happen scientifically sometime because of the, temperature within a room, building structure, some kind of a metal can produce some liquid. Okay. But the devotees take it in a very divine way. Why should it happen only in the Panchatattva? And why should it happen only when Jayapataka Swami is chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? So that is what you have to see Krishna everywhere in everything. Or you be like a layman and, hey, I'm not ready to believe this. Hey, these are all, it happens. I don't know. One time it happened in my house also. It started leaking some from somewhere. That's not the point. The point, if you want to see Krishna, Krishna is there. If you don't want to see it, you will not find him. Right? Our murtis are not just bricks and rocks and marbles. They are Krishna. So now it is your mood, your consciousness. You want to see Krishna in your murti, then you will interact with the murtis like that. You will wake up early morning, go to Mangala Arati, you prepare Bhoga, take a darshan of the, Shringar Arati and offer Bhoga to him, honor that Bhoga. Or you just say, hey, these are all, I don't believe in all this thing. And you lead your life. It's up to you. That is the entire purpose of this human form. Right? Whether we understand Krishna's instruction and follow that, or we reject it. Krishna doesn't mind. But Krishna would prefer that we understand. He has given this wonderful, all the Shastras he has given us. And if we do not understand it, it's a very misfortune. Srila Prabhupada is to say it's a spiritual suicide. Right? That after we have been given so much of knowledge, we are not going to understand it or follow it. What do you think, Subal Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, completely agree with you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, but this is very recently, there is a video on YouTube, Prabhu,
Yes,
of about Jayapataka Swami, that all the devotees are saying it's a very, it's one of the very divine kind of an experience. And maybe it is the second or third time it is happening when Maharaj is chanting. It has happened in the past also. So Mayapur itself is a very divine place. The entire temple is completely spiritual. So we have to look Krishna everywhere. He's there.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Yes,
regarding our Mayapur ISKCON Center, yesterday, our Home Minister, Sri Amit Shah, he declared that our ISKCON is doing very, very good service to all, not only in India, but also in all entire world. I'm very, very appreciating regarding our ISKCON services, Prabhuji. Yesterday, it came in Hindu paper, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Right, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhu. Yeah, right after the meeting, Brajavilas Prabhu shared with us the update. With us, meaning TOVP North America, few people. And I'm sharing those links here. It was a very amazing visit. Amazing visit. I mean, Mayapur is so remote. Thank you for discussing this.
Haribol, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. All this, we don't have to be political, but at the same time, if that political connection can help us in Krishna consciousness, we have to avail that. We have to avail all tools. Srila Prabhupada never hesitated to accept support from all corners. If it is Krishna, if it is for the ultimate purpose of Krishna, that is where we have to start. Is this for Krishna or is it not for Krishna? You decide. Then you do whatever you have to do. Okay. So devotees, the time is 9:02. I think a good time to conclude our discussion. Have a wonderful Krishna consciousness weekend, and we'll see you all next week, right? And I apologize, there was not enough time. Maybe I was speaking, Nandini Mataji was maybe, but please join us, Mataji. Please guide us. We definitely need your guidance and leadership.
No, Prabhu, it's the other way around, please. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Okay, devotees, we
Thank
shall
you for
conclude.
tolerating me. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripasindhubhyavacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavya Namo Namah. Thank you very much.
Hari Bol Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Mataji and Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sri Sridhar Prabhu ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.